Welcome back to Squawk Box. YouTube having its upfront later today with plans to highlight how shows on the service can compete with bigger players. YouTube TV screen time makes up now nearly 10% of American viewership and places it in direct competition with traditional networks and streaming services, even surpassing Netflix, Hulu, and Max, according to Nielsen data. One of YouTube's biggest hits is Hot Ones, the viral interview show known for making celebrities from Shaq to Gordon Ramsay eat blazing hot wings. He did not bring us any wings this morning, but he is here. Sean Evans is
sauce.
here.
And really ask us.
He is the host of Hot Ones.
And really ask us, do you want, we can do some sauce.
We can do some sauce.
I always have sauce on me. Yeah, we can run it in.
Yeah. So, did you have any idea, when you first started doing this, what did you think was going to happen?
I didn't have the biggest dreams for it at all. You know, I thought that maybe we could be a funny internet sideshow and maybe we'd do it seasonally, quarterly or something like that and have some sort of the viral chicken wing interview. But the audience demand was quickly cult and very energetic, so we got into the mode of programming it regularly, and here we are.
And you've had all sorts of great guests over the years. Are there certain guests you'd like, and is there any guest that said, look, I'd love to come on the show and talk to you, I don't want to eat wings. I don't like wings.
That happens all the time. In fact, Maya Rudolph, who just parodied Hot Ones on Saturday Night Live as Beyonce, she's done it now fake 3 times on her show Loot and twice on Saturday Night Live. And I was like, oh, well, you should come on The Real Show. And she said, Sean, there's no way in... And then she said a swear word, I'm ever eating those wings. So that happens all the time. You always get passes or no's, but sometimes they turn into yeses, you know, later down the line.
What, they have the vegetarians or something, or they don't want to look bad because it's so hot?
Oh, well, we do vegan wings, you know, all the time.
What's the problem? Why don't they want to?
Because there's a caveat to the show. There is a catch. You have to eat 10 scorching hot chicken wings, Joe.
I can do that. I'm not inviting myself.
I'm sure you can. I know.
And you could. I know.
Do you have any idea of what percentage of viewers come to your show directly, meaning they want to watch this specific episode of the show, and they are subscribers, for example, or something else, versus getting fed it in the funnel that lives on the other? I mean, one of the brilliant sort of aspects of YouTube is you can get into either maybe we call it a doom loop, but you get into the spiral and you see different things that keep popping up.
Yeah, all right. I think for the most part, there are people that we got into the tent and then have stayed in the tent. You know, that's the amazing thing about YouTube, is it's not like these other things that are like hopping from streamer to streamer, or they get rolled up into some app bundle or in a subscription or like behind a paywall or anything like that. It has a good, consistent home, and we've been consistent in delivering episodes at 11 a.m. every Thursday, so people know exactly where to find it. They don't have to try to figure it out.
Social media, in terms of promoting it, how do you do it?
You know, I think for the most part, the big hits that we've had, like Paul Rudd being like, look at us, who would have thought? Not me, or Idris Elba choking on the wing, or Gordon Ramsay blasting me with a milk fire extinguisher. A lot of times fans just naturally grab these moments, and then they become these memes that become shooting stars in the constellation of pop culture and almost get bigger than the show itself. So it's kind of a beast that feeds itself.
Okay, I have some naive questions. Is it the drumstick and the wing, does that count for one wing, or is it like the half?
A drum wing would be independent from a flat. You can have an assortment.
Do you have a preference?
Yeah, you know, I started off as a drum.
Me too.
Drum guy.
But I'm not.
But I've evolved into a flat.
Me too.
Man.
I'm a flat guy, and it's perfect for my wife. Who's a
Kindred spirits.
I like why do we like the flat better?
I think there's just something about the technique and the ritual of splitting it, ripping it, and sipping it. You know?
And it's easier. It's not as I don't know. The meat isn't as thick, or it can be tough, right? It can be tough.
Do you find?
Do you need to tell me?
I like the classic wing. I don't.
Together? You don't.
No, I don't like
split. You like the drumstick or the flat part?
The flat part.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Let's go get wings, boys.
Yeah.
So